morning, and thank you for waking up with Edie Darling. I truly count it a joy and a blessing to come before you each day, speaking life into your life. Well, this morning I am with a very good friend of mine, Tina Johnson. And Tina has gone through a similar situation as I with her health, and where she was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor. But what may have seemed inoperable in man's eyes, God did a miraculous turnaround for her health. Good morning, Tina.
Good morning, Edie.
How are you?
I'm great. As a matter of fact, I'm great. Thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, it is truly a blessing of mine. Tina, if you wouldn't mind telling those who are out here who may be going through something similar, what were you initially diagnosed with?
It was July 9th of last year, and all I can say is thank God for seizures. I was walking with a group that you're familiar with, my
Yes.
walking group, and what do women do after they walk? They pat themselves on the back and we go for breakfast.
Yeah.
So, and I was a horrible stutterer as a child, and I got stuck on the T's and the D's.
Yes.
So when I went to describe my summer, that summer of last year, I got stuck on the Tappan Sea Bridge. So my right arm, suddenly just went out of control. It was the weirdest thing I'd ever experienced up until that point. And it was so frustrating and frightening, of course, at the same time, because I'm just the type of person that tries to, make my body, you can do it type of thing.
And be in control.
Come to find out, that's the worst thing I could have done.
Yes.
I was relying and trusting on my own capabilities.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to that as far as God is concerned, rely not on your own understanding. And so I passed out. Thank God I was with my friends who called my husband and 911, and I went to the hospital. And my husband knew that something was really wrong.
Right.
When the doctor, instead of saying at the foot of your bed, and I don't know how many of you have been to the hospital, and usually, especially the emergency room, and the doctor says, you'll be okay, it was just a little glitch, see you later, hope this never happens to you again.
Right.
Doctor came around, held my hand, and said, Mrs. Johnson, we found something.
Yeah.
And then I looked at him, and I couldn't imagine how difficult that would be, first of all, to tell a person some bad news. And I looked at him, though, and I said, did you find that pot of gold I've been looking for all my life? And he said, no, not this time. He said, we're going to send you down to Morton Plant.
Right.
And a week later, I was given a biopsy. A scary procedure in itself. I had a little divot in my head. I don't know if you want to see that. But anyway, and I was diagnosed with an oligodendroglioma. And I hope to get that on a spelling test someday, because I really know how to spell that, okay? I've had 4 doctors tell me that I am the last person they would have ever expected to be in or on the opposite side of their desk.
Right.
I don't smoke, I don't drink, particularly now because of my medication.
Right.
I'm a health teacher,
Right.
for goodness sake.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to try and do everything I can to stay healthy.
Right.
But And then the questions come, why did this happen to me?
Right.
And so many other discouraging things have occurred in my family. My mother with breast cancer, both my brothers had emergency situations, and you keep thinking to yourself, my brother Jimmy, when is it going to end?
Yeah.
My brother Jimmy was hit by a drunk driver. My brother Johnny had a compound fracture, fell off a ladder, total accident. Why is this happening?
Right.
And you can get very discouraged with situations like that.
Yeah. But for you, how did you get through it? What helped you to get through this?
And again, it was the initial reaction was, I don't deserve this.
Yeah.
I've been working my whole life. I'm talking with kids about trying to stay healthy their whole life.
Right.
Why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
And I love music, and you love music.
Yes.
And God speaks to me through music.
Yes.
And we'll take a little pause here because I want Edie
No.
to sing to you. She's got to sing to you. She really does. Anyway, so, because she makes me cry every time she sings. But anyway, so, again, God was talking to me through music, and I would wake up. And I don't know if you're familiar with the tune, You'll Never Walk Alone.
Oh, yes.
it came to me. I woke up and it was like this choir, and I knew at that time it was going to be fine.
Yeah. Now you've gone through, was it chemo or was it radiation?
Radiation.
Okay. And
Radiation.
as I know, going through that, you lost hair. It
I
was...
look like Bozo. I lost it from here and up, and everything down was fine.
But
so I wore hats.
You styled those hats, my friend.
Berets. Berets are my friend.
Yes. But through it all, your faith and how God used music to help you get through that. But you received a good report.
Yes, after 30 treatments of radiation,
Yeah.
which ended appropriately Friday the 13th last year.
Yeah.
The tumor itself is classified as being dormant now. So
Yes.
so the monster is dormant.
Yeah.
It's like a freckle, I guess you could say, on my brain.
Now, what would you say to someone who's either been diagnosed or is currently going through a situation not necessarily similar, but just as a health scare for them? How would you encourage them? What would you say to them?
You reach out. Now, first of all, the internet is a very scary place. All right, that would be the last resource I would use. I would go to my faith, my family, and my friends, and listen to your doctors.
Yes.
Always get a second, if not a third,
Yes.
opinion. You have the power and the capability if you surround yourself, first of all, with positive people
Yes.
who are behind you every step of the way. Do not get a physician who's going to say, well, you know, what's your hurry? It'll be okay. That didn't work for me.
Right.
I wanted somebody to say, this is how we're going to attack it. This is what's going to happen, and you have to believe in our mission.
Right.
And so if you get that team behind you, I don't see how you could go wrong.
Well, viewers, I want to say I am honored to be in the presence of my friend today. She's a walking miracle, and I can tell you, if you keep the faith, you surround yourself with family, surround yourself with positive people, you can and you will get through it. I pray her testimony and this message has blessed you today. Peace and blessings I send you, my friends. Peace and blessings.
God bless you.